Robert Plant.
I think he's the quintessential classic rock
You
singer.
cannot go more classic rock than Led Zeppelin.
And what do you have to say about him then?
I don't know.
Well, you brought him up.
No, let me explain. Let me explain. The thing is that Led Zeppelin music is fantastic, and his voice in Led Zeppelin is integral. It wouldn't be Led Zeppelin without Robert Plant singing. Is he a good singer? That's where I don't know, because it works. His voice is great for Led Zeppelin, but can you imagine him singing somewhere else?
Nah, he's Led Zeppelin.
The thing is that, man, because, for example, Baby I'm Gonna Leave You. It's one of the more bluesy sounding. He does it very well.
Yeah.
But
he's still carrying the Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. It has that thing that it's super Led Zepp.
Yeah.
That I don't know if it will fit correctly in a different genre. Or a style rather than a genre, because a much more softer sound. Thank you.
And so today my world it smiles.
He does it very well,
Yes.
because he goes on the mellower side. He's a great singer. The thing is that, get me right? I don't know. It might be just me, but I always think of him as not one trick pony, because that would be a very simplified version of what I'm trying to say.
Look, if I may. I think you're framing the fact that you can't see him singing anything else other than Led Zeppelin as something negative, but I wouldn't hold that against him, because the way I see it, that's actually something positive, because it just shows the amount of personality that he carries with his
Good point.
CD.
Just for clarification's sake, you're making a good argument. I'm not thinking that being versatile it's a trait of somebody who's a great singer. No. I'm just saying that to me, when it comes to him in particular, I can't see him doing something other than the songs that I know. Is what I'm trying to say?
Get you.
Because damn,
Yeah.
it might be the personality. He's basically Led Zeppelin. The thing is that everybody in Led Zeppelin is Led Zeppelin. Yeah. I know.
Huge personality.
Nobody's a lesser known musician.
Yeah.
The thing is that, get me? Thinking of someone, let's say from the 90s, Robbie Williams. He could be I think he's a great singer.
Yeah. His music is not really my jam, but
no, me neither,
but I
but
like him as a singer.
yeah, and when he does rock stuff, he's excellent, man, because he's a good singer. But I can't think the same way when it comes to Robert Plant.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Get me? Because
Yeah.
I don't think this. It might be just a personal gripe, and it could be very stupid, man.
No, but I can see where you're coming from. The thing is that it's such a defined personality that it's very hard to take it out of context and it making sense. Because I also have a hard time trying to imagine Robert Plant singing anything else. Probably he could. More than likely he could,
No,
because
of course.
he was not a bad singer by any means.
No.
But I get you. But look, even though I'm on the defending side of him being a great singer, which I do think that he was,
Me too as well, but
I would say that he's a little bit overrated.
agreed.
Because not because he's bad by any means, but he's often referred to as the ultimate singer. And that's a point
It's
that
usually him and Freddie,
Yeah.
which we will of course talk
Yeah,
about
It
later.
should be part of the conversation as well. But sticking to Robert Plant for now, great singer, yes. The ultimate singer, no.
Arguably.
I wouldn't necessarily fall behind that description.
Yes.
And I think the status of Led Zeppelin through the ages is simply enormous. They became one of the sacred cows in rock music.
But
And
for good reason.
For good
Yes.
reason. The impact that they have on music and culture in general is monumental. They earned that place. But people often confuse that impact with, prowess.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking from a technical perspective, okay? Because I'm a huge fan of Robert Plant as a performer. He's incredible as a frontman, as a stage persona. The shows that he delivered were insane. I can't imagine the energy that it was to be present in a live performance by Led Zeppelin.
I don't know how much you would enjoy the sound of the music, because chances are that the sound systems weren't the best
Yeah,
of
that time, yeah.
due to technology, of course. It's not them sucking.
Yeah, but performance-wise and the energy projected, incredible, off the charts.
Yeah.
One of the best ever, and one of the reasons why they became such a big name.
Yeah.
But if you think from a technical perspective, there are plenty of singers that stand above him.
Yeah, exactly.
Even from that era.
Of course, because I'm thinking before we move over to the next one.
Yeah.
best showcase of performance prowess.
by Robert Plant.
Yes.
Look, since what I like best about his singing is not necessarily the singing technique, the technicalities of the singing is probably better put. Is actually the performance, is the energy. I think that where it's better showcased is in the hard hitting songs, the high energy, like rock and roll, for instance. Which is far from a overly technical song in any respect, but it's a song that is a great showcase of that element of Led Zeppelin that I think is well represented in his singing.
Yeah, because I was thinking on picking the Rain song, but probably because I love that track. But in that one, he does basically Stairway to Heaven again. Singing wise, which is not nothing wrong with it. It's actually a great performance as well. Rock and roll, I think, is a very good pick, man, because I'm finding it difficult to find one that could be at least as good as rock and roll from the portrayal of the entirety of his stuff. It could be the thing is that's top gear. Get me? It's like full on. No full throttle, man. But it's a great performance as well.
It is.
But also in the days of the youth.
Okay, I think that's a great singing song.
That's probably his best.
Which song is that?
Good times, bad times. Of course, man. It's the first freaking track ever.
Yeah.
But that one is a good showcase.
It is.
Yeah.
It is indeed. And just by kind of going over the tracks in your head, great singing. Singing. And the thing is, it's not only great singing, but it's the perfect singing for Led Zeppelin. And that's an argument that I would definitely follow.
Yeah.
Because I can't, the same way that I can't imagine Robert Plant singing something else, I can't imagine Led Zeppelin with any other singer.
Let's do something similar to the whole fantasy football. Could he sing Pink Floyd?
No, because Pink Floyd needs a
geriatric.
No, look, I think the singing in Pink Floyd needs to be unobtrusive. Because the singing is not the highlight for Pink Floyd, and it shouldn't be, because the singing needs to be present enough to carry the lyrical content well. Because the lyrical content actually is very important in Pink Floyd. And stay out of the way
for the music to shine. Like a Crazy Diamond.
So Dave Gilmour is the perfect singer for Pink Floyd because he's good enough not to F it up.
Are you saying that he's better than Roger Waters?
He is. Roger's not a good singer, man.
No, he's not.
Neither Dave Gilmour, but he's a better singer than Roger.
Dave Gilmour somehow, man. I think he's not a great singer, but he's one of the very few who has taken his vocals seriously.
He learned the craft.
And he's still able to sing the songs at the same pitch, man. I think there is only one track that he has issues with, and it's from the geriatric era that nobody cares, Sorrow, because that one goes...
That's actually a cool track. I like that song.
No, it's one of those songs that they tend to play as well nowadays, but I saw an interview of him, and he said that, well, he took care of his vocals quite early on. And because he never considered himself a good singer, so he tried to get better. So probably that helped him to develop the good routines and the importance of keeping up with the quality and the health of your voice. So he's one of those rare examples of somebody who's hitting. How old is he? Like 80 something, right?
I think he's probably pushing into 80s.
He's singing the same tracks as when he was 30.
I respect that quite a lot.
Well, as a singer myself, I can tell you that's incredibly that shows discipline, man. Because proving that you can actually, if you take care of your vocal cords and the whole apparatus, you can keep your voice sounding correct and healthy for a good, if not the vast majority of your lifetime.
But look, just playing the devil's advocate a little bit, the singing in Pink Floyd has never been ultra demanding. So no.
In that case, you're right, man, as well.